Touchback.
Lucy.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Dumps it off to Fournette. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another. Nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Fournette on the counter. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And the tackle there by Chris Long.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Lucy. Spread left.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here's a give to Fournette. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
73.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down.
Hey.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark from 21 yards away. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Wentz. And his first look is incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now Fournette. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Green 80. Punch right. 372.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Lucy. Throw that.
Bortles going to throw. This is intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. So after the INT, here's Wentz. A dump off to Sproles. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Shorty.
Wentz now on 1st down. Goes underneath for Sproles. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
An Eagle 1st down, Wentz to Ertz.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
10-5-7.
Throwing on 1st is Wentz. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there at 22. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Wentz now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On play action, it's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Caught right side, Tate. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Now Wentz again, being chased out left. And not able to get it that time. He'd hit on 6 straight passes. Not there, 2nd down. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. This is a giant. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
372.
On 1st down, Bortles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Move. Lucy. 11B.
Bortles now on 1st down. Shark's got it, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars! DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Well, the Philadelphia Eagles, Charles, they had a tough loss last week against Dallas. That drops them to 6-7. And you and I have talked before about sort of a Super Bowl letdown season, if you will, and they certainly seem to be in the midst of that.
They certainly are. Now 6-7 with the overtime loss in Dallas. Obviously had to have that game. Gave up 576 yards of total offense. They're 2 games back of Dallas with 3 to go, but Dallas has beaten them twice, so they need Dallas to collapse, and they need to win all of their games. And if you're curious, partner, take a look at this schedule. They've got to go to the Rams on a Sunday nighter, home against Houston, both playoff teams. You know, neither one's going to do them any favors.
No, and then they'll finish at Washington, but you're right. It's a tough finishing slate for Philly. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
A final shot before half for Wentz. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Wentz now on first down. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Black.
Now Wentz. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Great 15. Great 15. Lion. 82.
On first down, Wentz. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Wentz to throw again. He completes it to Tate. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Great, great. It's just me and you. Shorty.
They run with Ajayi. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Here they come. On. Yeah, baby.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Go.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
380.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia.
Show that. Check. Move. Hey.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
That's right. 380. Hey, spread left.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty easy to say this is a ginormous 3rd down opportunity here for the defense. And I'm just going to tell you, Brandon, from my experiences, what you're saying in the huddle to each other is all the right things. Read your keys. Do your job. But the biggest one, you don't have to do more. Just do what you can do, and you can make this play.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything.
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring this across midfield to the 4.